Hi, I'm Tonya with Tonya's Crafting Creations. Welcome to the Double Trouble group and Yadi's workshop. And friends present Groundhog and his shadow. That's the theme for today's event. If you're catching the live, you'll see the red live on the left-hand side of the screen, I believe. Otherwise, if you're not, you'll be catching the replay. Just do #replay. Then that way I know that you've watched. And I'll be just a minute here while the other crafter's finishing up. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my comments here. Hi, Yadi. There we go. Oh, let me do something really quick. There we go. Right in front of my face. Hi, Yvonne. So welcome to the Double Trouble group and Yadi's workshop and friends. Today we're doing a Groundhog and his shadow. Is the event. It's a 2-day event. That's today and tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe it starts at 1 p.m. I did post both the flyers on my page as well, so you can look on there. Both groups are free, so you can definitely join them. After me is Zimmies Simple Designs, and I have linked her in the description also. So, technically mine is... okay. The groundhog saw his shadow, so it's spring. Well, technically, mine is kind of it's one that you can change year from year. I wanted to make it so when I go to sell it, someone can use it every year and adjust it as they need. So first off, I have this board here that I painted in plaster. And it was just one of the Dollar General signs. It had another piece on it, and I pulled that off, pulled out the nails, and then just taped this leather handle back here to keep it out of the way. Then I measured it out to figure out, what half and half would be, so I can have winter on this side and spring on this side. And then there'll be a sign in the middle that can be changed to say, if the groundhog saw its shadow or not. So what I have to begin with... Hi, Cosette. Hi, Fine Again Finds by Jan. Teresa's L Creation. Oh, hi, Zimmies Simple Designs. I see you're on here now. Okay, so I need to first paint this line. But what we're going to do is put... Ow. I can not injure myself. We're going to put this winter scene on this side and this spring one on this side. Forgot my other Mod Podge in the other room, but that's all right. I can use this one. So I'm just painting this middle part so it has like a divider. And I'm using hazelnut. I forgot what the color was again. And if you hear any extra noises, that's the school kids, because I live behind a school. You may also hear a weird sounding bell. I'm not sure what time the bells go off here, but sometimes they say strange things. Things that I never would have gotten allowed with when I was in school. Or anyone would have gotten along with them. I never even would have thought of saying them in school. So, I don't know why I didn't know this, but apparently not all states use a beaver. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but apparently other animals are used in place of beavers for telling if it's going to be an early spring or not. They use, Texas is armadillo. Some use beavers. Just a lot of different animals that I never even knew of. But until I looked that up, I thought, I did not know this. But yeah, they use a lot of unusual animals that I never in a million years would have thought of. First thing I had seen said something about Oregon sometimes uses, hi Donna, something about Oregon using a beaver or something like that. Because we don't have, I need to get one more coat on that. Because we don't have groundhogs here. Which I did not know that they did that. Learn new things all the time. I guess I never specifically looked it up until this event. Then that got me thinking. I live in Oregon and I didn't know that they used a beaver until today. Thank you for sprinkling. Yeah, I had no idea they use a beaver instead of a groundhog. Hi, Veronica. And I think something said that some states use like squirrels and I don't know. It was naming a whole bunch of different types of animals that I didn't even think about. Like, that was all news to me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and remove the tape. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for sprinkling. So I did prep some of this because this took, I don't know how many coats of paint. I think I'll wait. But I have this little hook, and I'm holding the part that I'm trying to show you. It was originally closed, and I opened it up. And I have this that I think it came from a Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint both sides of it. And this is going to get screwed in about here. And then this is going to hang on it. Now, I can also close this after I get this on here. And then you can just like turn it one way and turn it the other. Then that way it doesn't fall off like when you're storing it. But it'll just hang from it like that. It took me a while to figure out what I was going to use. And I had to search in the house for that. I could have sworn we had it, and then I couldn't find it. And I'll wait until last for that, I think. Then I also have this little groundhog for the winter side. And then that winter sign. And a snowflake. Then a sun for the other side. This groundhog for the spring. And then this spring sign that my ring light is being a pain in the butt. There we go. So those will go on top of the other images, the backgrounds. And then I have this that says Groundhog Day that will go up here. Let me get that off so I don't. The groundhog one's going to be up here at the top in the middle, and then the sign will be down here. And on the sign, what it's going to say is one side's going to say predicts early spring. The other side's going to say predicts 6 more weeks. So that's where this sign comes in. I was talking to Sandra with Country Family Roots about it, and I was like, I want to do both. And I couldn't think at first. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how I would want to actually do it. I knew I wanted to do it. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. And then I figured it out last night. Uh-oh. We've got a little Mod Podge. Ew, a long Mod Podge booger thingy. Oh my goodness, that was really long. I hate those things. Ugh. I really hate them. They're gross. Anyways, it doesn't really matter what color I painted these sides as long as they were kind of an off-white. But I did use plaster on them. And like I said, I had to do multiple coats. They are. They're really gross. Every time I see them, I'm like, ew. They look so realistic. And not in a good way. But yeah, I did as much prepping of this as I could because I have carpal tunnel in both hands. I had surgery on both hands. However, I do have some permanent damage because they both do hurt. Mostly if I try to cut like really small things and in detail. So those were kind of a little bit of a pain to cut out, but I did pretty good. Okay, I will let that side dry while I get this one going. Ew! Ew, that's bad. Your daughter and ex-husband had a groundhog that would eat their vehicle wiring. Ew. That would not be a good situation. I had a rabbit a long time ago. Actually, it started out as my brother's rabbit, and then it ended up as mine. And then my cousin ended up taking it. I still don't remember why exactly we gave it to her, because I thought it was because of the cold, but then that didn't really make a whole lot of sense because she got colder weather than we did. So I really don't remember exactly what the reasoning was, but because it came back and forth. She lived in Bend at the time, and she was, I think, about 4 hours away. And so my grandma and her boyfriend went back and forth, kind of getting it off and on. A couple times at least. Hi, Roberta. But she had, in the winter, for a little bit, she had the rabbit in her laundry room, and it was going to the bathroom in a litter box. And it started messing with her wires, so it had to leave. Okay, I just want to make sure I have plenty of Mod Podge on here so I don't miss anything. But I need to wrap this up because I am going to need, well, I'll probably use a smaller one, but I'll wrap it up just in case. Thank you for sprinkling, Roberta. I don't know if that spot just dried or if I didn't get it. Yeah, I don't think I got this one at all. Okay. Okay. Wrap that back up again. And let's get this dried. I'm trying to not blow my pieces I cut out away because I don't want to have to. I do not want to have to get those down. I don't need this completely dry really because I'm just going to reactivate the Mod Podge anyways with the iron, but I want to make sure I got everywhere and I keep finding places I missed. I think I was too worried I was going to get too far up on the edge that I missed some of it. At least my dogs are being quiet. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Stephanie. Okay. We should be good now. Okay, where's my parchment paper? My little snoodle butt is laying on the floor in the doggy bed behind me because she wants the whole bed and she doesn't want to share a chair with me. So I don't have my little buddy with me. So for this one here, I cut the board, oh my gosh, I cut the paper. And good thing I didn't cut it exact because this board is not exact. Hi, Tammy. Okay, that's where I want it. I don't mind it being a little tacky because I want it to be a little tacky to hold that in place so it doesn't move on me. And then I will, after I get the other side on too, hi Terry, then I will anyways, once I get the other side, this side on, I'll get the other side, and then we will go ahead and remove the extra paper afterwards. And then that way I can do all the iron, or all the sanding at one time. Okay, that looks like it's on there good. So then let's go ahead and do this one. So each side had a little bit of white. So what I did was just the side that was going to be across or next to this middle part, I went ahead and cut that straight with my paper cutter. And then I am just putting this up beside it. And I don't necessarily care if I go over it a little. And then we have a winter groundhog to put on the winter side and a spring groundhog to put on the spring side. And then the banner that says Groundhog Day, one sign that says Wintry Winter, another one that says Sunny Spring, and then a sun and a snowflake are other things that we're putting on. Then we have a sign that goes in the middle for anyone who just hopped on that is interchangeable. So one side of the little sign, it'll hang on a little hook, and one side of the sign will say predicts early spring, and the other side will say predicts 6 more weeks of winter. Hi, Megan. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, I think I might use the littler brush. You know what, let me put this middle part on first. Okay. Put that over there for the moment. Hi, Kathy. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so I'm putting the Groundhog Day sign right in the middle. I'm pretty sure I have some Mod Podge on that corner, so it should just go down. But I will see once I let go of this. And anywhere I need it, I can add it. So these two printables I got from Etsy from two different sets. These groundhog images came from two different sets. I kind of mixed them. So that's what it looks like so far. So then that's where that other sign will go right below it. I already made the hole, so you wouldn't have to see me struggle with it. I think I was gonna see here. It does look like a book. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it that way. And I like the leather handle. Oh, there won't be any school bells because today's Saturday. I didn't even think of that when I said it. I don't know if they're having a game or something because there's people up at the school. That's why I automatically assumed it was a school day. And if you wanted to, you could use a glue stick. Okay, let me get the spring sign on and then I'll show you guys what it looks like on that side. This sign and the Groundhog one were the two that took the longest for me, because this one has these like rope handle things at the top. So I had to try and go in between them. So that took a lot longer. All these pieces kind of just blend in together. You would seriously think they kind of all came together, but they didn't. So that's the spring. Whoops, I'm holding the wrong side. That's the spring side. Yeah, that's the way you can see it better. And then let's go ahead and get glue on this one. And we've got another gross little thing to come out of. That doesn't happen with the other one. So don't forget that up after me is Zimmies Simple Designs. And then I posted the flyer on my page as well for both of the flyers. This one here is being hosted, if you didn't catch it earlier, when I said it, this one's being hosted by the Double Trouble group and then Yadi's Workshop and Friends. Okay, got that one. I'm just kind of trying to prep these all so I can get these on. Because once we get these on, then the next step is just working on the top part. Putting in the hook and painting it and putting the words on both sides, which we should have plenty of time. I already cut the letters with my Cricut. that over and I'll get the Groundhog down first because that one dried first. And then later I'll seal it all in. And I just stuck my finger or hand on the hot one that I just put the iron on. Didn't burn myself, thankfully. Hi, Risa. I hope I'm saying that right. Okay, that's on there. So that is what we have so far. And then we're going to set that aside. Actually, no, I'll wait for the hook. So I've got this little sign that came from Dollar Tree. It kind of seems like it's a cashew color. Hey, Cheryl. So, since you probably didn't see it, there's what I'm working with so far, Cheryl. I have a little hook that I'm going to put there, and I'm working on the sign right now that's going to go there. I just stuck that entire paintbrush in there. It is several printables, actually. So for that craft, I used 1, 2, 3, 4 printables. I used a combination of a bunch. I was being picky on my groundhogs, which ones I wanted. Okay, I don't like this brush. Yeah, they're from Etsy. I think it's the first ones from Etsy I've used in a while. Seems like most of them that I've been using were from the nesting box. Okay, so I'm just getting both sides painted here. Are you going live today? Or I guess I should say, when are you going live today? I have to run to town after I get my car jumped. Okay. I need to get this part dry. Oh, I don't know. I must have left the light on. All I know is we took my brother's car and I grabbed the charger out of my car because he didn't have his in his. And next thing I knew, I was going to go down to check the mail, and I couldn't go in my car. I had to take his because my car wouldn't start. And my brother's car is new, and it's one of those push start ones, and I don't know. The last time we tried to jump it from his car, it was a headache. Plus, we don't have regular jumper cables. We just have a battery one that doesn't seem to hold a charge very long. Like a portable one. I honestly think he's not charging it right. I seriously think I need to probably be the one to charge it because I think he's probably not doing it properly. But he typically brings it in after I go to bed. Okay. Oh, good. I can sit down. My hand was starting to cramp the way I was holding it. That happens when it's that old of a battery. Yeah, mine was just replaced not that long ago, like last year sometime. So if mine is going bad and it's got a faulty battery, because it is not old. It was evening when we are starting to get evening, starting to get dark when we were leaving, so I'm pretty sure I just left the light on or something when I was looking. Some batteries last longer than others, and it depends on the brand too. We had one that never lasted any longer than the warranty. Like, it seriously died before, stopped working, whatever, before the warranty ever was up, and so we kept being able to get it replaced for free. I don't even think ours lasted the 5 years. And it wasn't, the battery wasn't the problem, honestly. It wasn't the battery that was faulty. I'm pretty sure it was our car that was causing the battery to stop working. Because we tried getting it from a different company, different brand, everything, paid a lot of money for some brands. Didn't make a sticking bit of difference. Exact same thing happened with all of them. The car just leaked, like, battery fluid. Or I guess the connection was bad or something, and it maybe caused it to leak it or something. I don't know. It was the same problem every single time. At least until the car blew a gasket. However, it did blow a gasket in front of the car dealership as we were bringing it in to trade it. Oh my goodness. It was my brother's car. He just pulled up in it, and I was a little bit behind him, and I looked over at the car dealership where I knew he pulled in, and I looked, and oh my goodness, I could see the smoke coming up from it. Oh my gosh. It was a lot of smoke. And I mean, that's what the car dealership told us, was it looked like it blew a gasket or something. Okay, I got a little, I wanted it just on the edge. I was doing hazelnut. Now the only other thing we need to do is this, and I'm just going to do the spring one for now, and then if I have time, I'll do the other one. We have 4 more minutes left, so don't forget that Zimmies Simple Designs is up next. Ah, come on. Probably need to rub this down a little more. And I will post the final picture in the comments of the live, so you'll be able to go on there and find it. Okay, that is fighting me. Okay, I'll peel that off in a minute. So that just kind of shows you kind of what it will look like once I get the rest of the words on there. But that's what how my project turned out. Then it has that hanger. Go ahead and check out Zimmies Simple Designs, and thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to check out the rest of the crafters in the event today and tomorrow. Bye. Hi, Sarah.